Alright guys, welcome back. Today we're taking a look at this killer riff from Killing the Dragon. This is all the way back 2002 when this came out. Cannot believe it's been that long since the album came out. Of course, I'm talking about the album by the mighty Dio, and rest in peace, you know, the greatest heavy metal singer ever to live, in my opinion. This album came out in 2002, had Doug Aldrich on guitar, Simon Wright on drums, Jimmy Bain on the bass, and it was different. It took a little while for this to grow on me, to be honest with you. And it wasn't because the guitar playing wasn't good or the vocals wasn't good. It's just the songs took a little while to grow on me. But I love it now. It's got a lot of great stuff on it. So if you haven't heard this album by Dio, go check it out. And the song Killing the Dragon's got this killer galloping riff in the key of G on it. And we're going to take a look at that today. I'll show you that. And hopefully I'll get to the solo too, because that is a great solo by Doug Aldrich. Fantastic guitar player. As most of you know, Doug Aldrich also played in Whitesnake after he was in Dio. He's been around the block a little bit. He's played with Daisies now for a while. I first heard about him in the band Hurricane back in the 80s, or it might have been early 90s even. Burning Rain, another cool band that he was in. Great riffs, great songs. So yeah, so this is sort of the heavy metal version of Doug Aldrich. A lot of his stuff is bluesier, like with Whitesnake. I think that's kind of where he naturally goes to the Led Zeppelin-y, heavy blues rock stuff is sort of his wheelhouse. But he did a great job on this album, and it's full of great riffs, and this is one of the better ones. We take a look at a couple parts to the song. The opening riff and the pre-chorus and chorus sections, and then I do want to get to the solo at some point, so probably in the near future I'll also cover the solo. Alright, so we'll check that out in just a second. I'm in standard tuning for this, I believe. For the most part, they were in standard tuning on this album. And also, down below, if you're looking for the tab for this and a backing track for the rhythm parts, so you don't always see that, right? With backing tracks, usually it's for the solos and stuff like that. And that's what I did for many years, or for the last few years, is just provide backing tracks for the guitar solos so you guys can practice playing the solos. But I thought, man, it'd be cool to have some backing tracks to practice these riffs to. So what I did is create a backing track all the way through up until the solo that you can practice playing this over to. If you want that, and if you want the tab, go to my Patreon page. It's down below. It's cheap. It's $5 a month. You'll get access to all of the stuff that I've uploaded and will continue to upload from my YouTube videos, and a lot of other stuff coming down the pike here with behind the scenes things and special lessons and cool stuff like that. So you don't want to miss out. If you like what I do here, you don't want to miss out on that stuff. So yeah, and then there's also a free sweep picking guide down below, my free gift to you. Make sure and check that out. So let's get cracking on this. It starts just, with this eerie keyboard thing, and then it comes right in with the galloping. So you guys know the Iron Maiden gallop? That sort of a thing. And we're playing a G power chord here. So I'm at the 3rd fret, low E, and 5th fret on the A string. I'm just going down, down, up. Okay, and so that's the idea, right? You just want to get that, pick that up in tempo a little bit. Okay, and so work on that if you're not used to the gallops or and you don't have the speed yet. Just work on that. Get your drum machine out of your metronome if you need to. This is the song is 140 BPM. So you're not going to get your metronome out and set it to 100 and just work on that, bump it to 110. 120 until you can get it up around 140. Then you'll start feeling comfortable playing this riff if you don't already. So the first thing we're going to do after the these can be played as chords too, but let me just tell you what the notes are. It's first fret on the A string, and then it's open A, and then it's back to the first fret again. 3 on the A, 1 on the A, open A, and then 1 on the low E, so that's an F there. Like that. So if you played it as power chords, I'm just playing the open A string by itself. I'm also applying a little bit of a mute to it. So if I did it with the chords, or that's up to you. I think it doesn't matter too much which way you choose to do that. Excuse me, I've been fighting off some allergies here. So we're gonna do we're gonna start out with that. And we're back to the G. Then we have this. It's actually, I've seen this tabbed incorrectly. It's actually 5, 3 on the A, 6. It goes down. I see people play it like this. And that sounds pretty close to what it is, but I'm pretty sure it actually goes down. So 6th fret on the low E. So 5, 3 A, 6 on the low E, and then 6 on the A. Little pinch harmonic there if you can get it. This is another part I see people getting wrong. It hits the 2nd fret, not all the way back to the 1st. So this is the leading tone, like if you were in harmonic minor. So listen to this, what this sounds like. And then back to, listen to how that leads back to G. Or the incorrect way. You hear it? It's not as strong. Okay, so let me play those first 2 parts back to back. Let me do that again. That was a little sloppy. Okay, and then we're back to the beginning, the first one. And this time, it does this. So a slight variation there. Instead of going to the 1st fret on the low E, it goes back to the 1st fret on the A. So it's 1 on the A string, open, 1, 3, 1, open, 1. Again, all this will be tabbed out for you. If you go check out my Patreon there, you'll have the tab for this. So, okay, so that's that one, and then it goes back to. And that's it. That's the whole intro. Okay, so let me do the whole intro now, kind of at a medium pace for you. Okay, and then you're into the verse. This is where the vocals start, and Ronnie starts singing. Okay, so slightly different structure here. Starts out with the gallop, then the riff, down to the 1st fret on the low E, and then it hits a G chord, but open G, so it rings. You can definitely hear this. Okay, so then we're gonna go up to E flat power chord. It's located at the 6th fret on the A string, 8th fret D. Then drop the D string 1 fret. So you're at 6 and 7. So and then we're going to play a C5 power chord. Back to G. So that's just an F power chord, but just the top part of it. So 3rd fret A, 3rd fret D. Hit that twice, kind of staccato like that. You could just play an F5 power chord if you want. It's totally fine to do that. So let me play all that together, starting with when the vocals come in. Okay, now here comes the next part. Okay, so slight variation there. So it starts out by playing the galloping riff, then into the open G chord, up to B flat, sorry, E flat, 6th fret and the 8th fret, and then back to the open G. And then we're going to play this diminished chord at the 4th fret. It'd be like a C sharp diminished. Playing 4th fret A string, 5th fret D, 6th fret G. Then I'm adding my pinky every other time on the 8th fret on the 2nd string, on the B string. Kind of hear that top part of that. So if I play the low part, I'm kind of alternating like that. So let me play all of that together so you can hear it in context. So this would be the 2nd time on the gallop in the verse. So you can go back to it a 2nd time there. I think, I don't know if I did or not on the demo. Like that. And then what the rhythm guitar does, this is like the pre-chorus. Then you're back into the riff. But this part is a D5 power chord, A5, A flat 5. So that's at the 4th fret. The 2nd time it goes D5, A5, G5. And we'll play B flat at the 1st fret on the A string, 3rd fret D. Then A flat again before the whole thing repeats. So that's what happens, is the whole thing will repeat and then you're into the solo. So now over this part, there's a real cool little arpeggio thing that's going on that's kind of buried in the mix, but it's there and it sounds really cool. Let me show you that in a sec. But before that, let me play the whole verse and pre-chorus for you. Actually, the chorus is just, kill, and then it's just back into the verse. So it's not really a traditional chorus there. So all of that takes us back into the next section of the song. So anyways, all I'm trying to say is let me start over from the very beginning of the verse where the vocals come in and play through. Okay, then you're back into the whole thing and then it starts over. All right, and then on this cool arpeggio part, we're playing this 4 times. It's 7, 10, 7, G, and then 7 on the A. So I'm kind of barring this with my index. But kind of also lifting, so I'm not getting a total ringing of the notes. It does happen a little bit, but I'm also muting. And so it kind of keeps it from sounding like it's a big mess. Okay, so it's 7, 10, 7, G, and then 7 on the A. And you're going to play that 4 times. And then 4 times on this. And that's 7, 10, 7, G, and then 9 on the D string, and that goes over that chord. So back to the first one, 7, 10, 7, and 7 on the D. And then this. Okay, and that's 3, 7, 3. It's a big stretch on the G string. And then the open string, open G. Do that 4 times and then come out of that. Slide into 8 on the D string. And then 6 on the D string. And you just hang on that note and then it comes back in with the guitar. So you could play that arpeggio part instead of the rhythm part there if you wanted to. While that's going on. You could play that part instead. Or you could just play the chords and keep it simple. What's cool is on the jam track that I'm providing for you guys, you won't have the rhythm guitar part, so all you'll have is this, the arpeggio part. So you can play along with that, or you can play the chords there, which won't be there by the rhythm guitar. And if you want to record this yourself in your own DAW, for example, you can fill in the rhythm guitars and then just play along with the arpeggio. In any case, that's the whole song up to the solo. Hope you enjoyed that. Like I said, I'll be checking out that solo pretty soon. Make sure and go check out Patreon if you haven't already, and grab that free sweep picking guide. And I'll see you next time. Rock on.